Welcome, O Ramadan. You are honored, O month of the Quran. It is Ramadan.
The columnist.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, Right Honorable Speaker, Mohammed Kareem, Majority Leader, Minority Leader, Ministers of State, His Eminence, the National Chief Imam, Members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of the Christian Council, President of the National Council of Zongo and Muslim Chiefs, Reverend Father Campbell, the media, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Mr. Speaker, I deem it a great honor and a duty to Almighty Allah to join you and the Muslim community in Parliament to observe this solemn occasion of the Night of Power in the holy month of Ramadan. Indeed, as a Muslim, I know that all well-meaning Muslims across the globe, including myself, have intensified our prayers and supplications aimed at seeking the blessings of Allah in the special night of Laylatul Qadr, loosely translated as the Night of Power. It is a night we Muslims believe our Holy Prophet Muhammad had his first spiritual encounter with the Holy Spirit in the cave of Hira in Mecca. The blessings of praise in that we are told in Quran 97:1-5 that it is better than prayers of 1,000 months. It is therefore my prayer that tonight should be that. So Allah will bless Ghana with a blessing of 1,000 months. This will be equal to 83 years of growth and development. Mr. Speaker, National Chief Imam, fellow Muslims, I note with satisfaction the choice of the theme for this year's Night of Power, that is fostering religious tolerance, the role of the Muslim. The theme could not have been chosen at any more opportune time than these challenging times in the historical development of Islam in our dear nation, Ghana. And I must say that the speeches we have heard here tonight are very, very educative. These are excellent speeches, and I'd like us to give a hand of applause to the speakers, most notably. These were very educational, from the majority leader, the minority leader, Sheikh Amriya, Amyao, heard from the Speaker of Parliament. They went to the essence of the matter. And I think that, quite frankly, the matter has been thoroughly discussed. But I will say a few more things. First of all, I think that the differences that people try to emphasize between our two main religions in Ghana, that is Islam and Christianity. Those differences are exaggerated. They are differences that result in intolerance. But that intolerance is born out of ignorance. And a lot of what you heard tonight tells us exactly that so much of the intolerance that is there between the religions is born out of ignorance on both sides. when you look at Islam and Christianity, we worship the same God. This is the God of Abraham, God of Moses, God of Isaac. It's the same God, Allah, the same God that the two religions worship. We both believe in Jesus Christ. We call him Isa, Prophet Isa. We believe in the Virgin Mary giving birth to Jesus Christ. We even believe that when Jesus was in the womb, he defended Mary's integrity from the womb. We, as I said before, Mary is the only woman mentioned by name in the Quran. The only woman mentioned by name in the Quran. And we have a whole chapter of the Quran dedicated to Mary. The whole chapter. And there are more mentions of Mary in the whole Quran than the entire New Testament in the Bible. And so when you look at it, the commonalities are quite remarkable. We all believe that, as the speaker said, our common enemy is Satan. And we all believe that Jesus will come back again at the end of the world. It is in the Quran, it is in the... So there's a lot of commonality. But why is there so much intolerance? We have, as I said, intolerance born out of ignorance. We have a lot of what I call, if you look at the education, it's very, very important if you're going to deal with ignorance to emphasize education. That education of our people will allow us to tolerate more, to tolerate each other the more. And this is why I like the emphasis of the Zakat and Sadaqah fund in terms of funding education. And that is what we should really be promoting. The more we have education, the more we have dialogue, the more we will have tolerance in our society. And that is where we should emphasize. We should also look at the issue of poverty in our country. As an economist, I always want to look at the economic dimensions of various social phenomena. So I think about the economics of intolerance. Intolerance becomes usually more acute when you have poverty, because you have people scrambling for few resources, and you find ways of discriminating against other people, and intolerance comes in. You see that across, and it's not just between Islam and Christianity, but across many areas. But there is no need for it. When you look at it, the challenges that we all face are common, Christians and Muslims. When you have disease, it doesn't discriminate against us. When you have hunger, it doesn't discriminate. When you have homelessness or joblessness, it affects us all. And so it is very, very important that we come together to attack these common challenges. When there are differences, then you see terrorists and other operators or purveyors of violence trying to come in to take advantage of the differences that exist between us. And so it is really time for us to get much closer together. When we are close together, then nobody can come in and divide us. And the whole old adage that united we stand, divided we fall applies here. In places where you have had a lot of terrorist impacts, you will see that there has been a lot of division in the society that the terrorists try to exploit and play one group against the other. We should not allow that to happen. When we look at Islam and Christianity, the do's and don'ts are also very common. They are very, very common. If you take the 10 Commandments that Moses talks about in the Bible, you'll see that Muslims can relate to most of those 10 commandments. You know, the morality, the ethics, they are very, very similar in what we say. So at the end of the day, the practical way we live our lives, the do's and don'ts, the morality of both religions is pretty much the same. So let's try and live in harmony. Let's try to bring in inclusion. And that is why when we manage our affairs, it is so important that we don't leave anyone behind. The building of an inclusive society is very, very key to promoting tolerance amongst the religions. If you build an economy that leaves people behind and people feel excluded, you will see intolerance. But if you build a socially inclusive economy, then that will promote tolerance. So you will have to look at an economy where you are bringing everybody on board, providing education for everybody, providing health care for everybody, and that will help us as a society come together. The visit by the chief imam to Father Campbell at Christ the King was really remarkable. It was really remarkable, and as Kareem said, it opened and changed the narrative. Just a few days ago, I was in Kukum in the Ahafo region, and 5 priests followed me into the mosque. And he said this was their first time going into a mosque. And we sat down on the floor and listened to the sermon together. And they were very enlightened. And that cross-fertilization, listening to each other, respecting each other, it just promotes tolerance. They didn't come to worship in the mosque, just as the chief imam didn't go to worship in the church, but they came to appreciate what we were doing. And that is so important. So we are very, very lucky in this country to have someone like the chief imam. This is really a national monument and a gift from Allah to God. A gift that we should keep. I mean, we should just keep watering. I mean, we should really keep him close. We want another 100 years for Allah. I mean, it is just remarkable. And in that one act, he changed the whole narrative. He changed the whole narrative, and it's really, really something that we should all emulate. He set the path, and we should all emulate the tolerance that he is showing. This country needs peace and stability to grow. Intolerance will breed violence and instability. So we need to promote tolerance. And in all that we do, we have to make sure that we stick together and don't allow the people who preach dissension and intolerance to take hold. At the end of the day, I'm sure all of you will agree that God did not put us on this earth to hate each other. God did not put us on this earth to fight each other. God did not put us on this earth to discriminate against each other. We can all agree God put us on this earth to be humane towards each other. That is what humanity is. And to be humane towards each other means we have to be tolerant towards each other. That is at the heart of humanity. I thank you very much for your attention. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Atakbir. Atakbir. Wow. Tonight.